Whew. Hey guys, what's up, Soul Squad? I know you guys like, where's she at? Child, she was asleep. Mm. She was asleep. I had to get myself up, get myself together. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Excuse me, don't forget to hit that like button. Hey, all things Tay. Hey, Miss Chiskana. Hey. I'm fine. Hey, black and bipolar. I ain't forget about y'all this morning. I ain't forget about our check-in. I just got up. I was knocked out sleep. Cause y'all know how I go. I be up all night. Hey, Gabrielle. Hey, Miss Brown. Hey, Tay. Yes. Yes, princess. I think I ain't go to bed too like, shoot. I think I went to bed like 7:30 this morning. Thank you. This is actually orange. Everybody keep calling this red, but this is actually orange. So I don't know what the color is giving off on this camera. This is actually orange. Yeah, yeah. But I was in this camp knocked out. So I do apologize. I always say it's gonna be before. I said it was gonna be before 12. But when I went to sleep at 7:30 this morning, and I still ain't got no 8 hours, but I feel good. I'm rested. Thank you, Carolyn. Oh man, so let me get my butt. Yeah, so good afternoon, y'all. And before we get started, I know we got to. Hey, I'm Steven. All right, guys, I just thank God for waking us up another day with our family and friends because that long call thing wake you up, He did. Can I get an amen? Amen. Amen, amen, amen. What's up, low life? Yes, hit that button, hit that thumbs up, y'all. Come on, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Yeah. So right now I ain't got much going on. I don't ain't got nothing on the brain right now, no topic, no nothing. Like I said, I was just so sleep, and my main priority was like, girl, if you don't get up. When I woke up, it was one. I said, oh my God. I said, it's time. I said, oh, I slept. I was good. And first thing I said, let me go to the bathroom, get yourself together. And I'm doing good, sleep and start and get your butt on this live because my priority is to go live every day. To go live every day. That's it. Hey, who's that? Shut my door for me. Cause somebody got music playing. Oh, I thought somebody was walking past my room. Yeah, so how you guys? I need to get some water. Yes, Deron Miller, he said, guys, he need a prayer. So I told you, I'm not good with praying, but I do talk to this man upstairs. So I'll let you, right now, everybody out there, if you got a prayer in you, Mr. Miller said he need a prayer. So just going to do something really, really quick. And, God hears all. You just hold a conversation. My prayers go out to you, whatever you're going through, whatever that you feel like you can't overcome. Just remember, God got your back. Remember, you are a child of God. And if you keep faith in Him, He always got faith in you. He always got faith in you. So whatever you're going through, release it. Let Him heal you, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And He will overcome all of your troubles. He will overcome all of your troubles. Just give Him faith. Just give Him faith because He always got faith in you. I gotta drink some water. I hate leftover water. Hey, Sleepless. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Bridget. Yes, that's D. God got you. God has him. Trust. Just give Him faith and have faith in Him, and He will see you through everything. He will heal you. Okay. You welcome. Oh, like I said, I ain't got nothing going on today, y'all. And like I said, you know what? And this is what I'm talking about. That's why I said, shut the door for me, Joshua. Thank you, baby. This is what I talk about. This way, hey, Miss Young, that's why we need this check-in. You know what I'm saying? We never know what nobody going through. We never know what nobody going through, and that's why we need this check-in. That's why, hey Michelle, that's why we got checking on each other. And feel free, just like Mr. Miller did. If anybody needs somebody to pray for them, like I said, I always advocated. I'm not a good prayer. I don't always have the words, but I talk to him. But anytime I always open. This is an open forum. I always say, like, anything you got going on in your life, if you want to put out here that you feel like you want to share, like you need somebody to pray for you, or if you got a business that you want to share, you got a YouTube channel that you want to share. I always let you guys know because I might forget to tell you this. Do it. You could do it. You could put it in the comments. You could put it. Long as it's everything that's positive. Long as we got positive vibes, I don't care. Put it in the comment. So if you want to share a new business venture, you want to share a YouTube channel, you want somebody to give praise to you, put it in the comment. You going through something, you need a advice, you need a question answer, put it in the comment. He said, Mr. Miller said, give us some advice mm, on young people having kids at a young age. Man, Mr. Miller, they've been doing that forever. It's not even changing. When I had my first baby when I was 20, I had my first baby when I was 20. Um, just to put all information out there, I was a virgin until I was 19. Some people think that was too late. I was old, but I was a virgin until I was 19 years old. I had my first baby when I was 20. And even back then, when I had my first child in 1990, they kids be getting pregnant at 15, 13. That's like they're so in a rush to grow up so fast. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people put a lot of things on. It's their environment they in. It's their household. Everything do starts at home. But once our kids leave out that door, we gotta hope the impact that we put on them stay with them when they're out in the street. We got hope whatever we teach them in our home when we're no longer in eyesight, and eyesight is 2020. We got hope that everything we installed in them, we install in them, that they take it in the street and they know them right from wrongs. So and it starts at home. It starts within the home. It starts within the family. So that's why it never hurts. I know people say, "Oh, my child is too young. I don't want to teach them this. I don't want to teach them that." The world is moving fast. The world is moving fast. There are ways that you can sit down and talk to your children as early as 8 and 9 years old on certain things in life. We talk to our kids when they're young about good touch, bad touch. Make them realize what's a good touch from a bad touch. We talk to our kids as they get older when they start liking someone of the opposite sex or the same sex. When you run in your household, you gotta know when it's time. Hey, Ohio, when it's time for you to have those conversations, because the world is moving fast. People are doing things at a much younger age. I mean, as far as even doing like criminal activities, I heard of 10-year, you had 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds having guns and shooting people. You hear people as young as 11-year-old and 12-year-old raping little girls that's 5 and 6. I mean, it is so crazy, but you have to. My daughter got a baby on the way, and she's 17, and I'm really sad about it. Yeah, I can imagine. But at this point, I guess you're gonna embrace it. You're still gonna be her mom. I know you're still gonna be there for her. And yes, she made a mistake, but like you said, it's when they leave out that door, and they deal with so much more than we think. You can remember a teenager, they deal with the pressure of their parents, means that the pressure of living up to what their parents want them to do, the right thing, the wrong way. But then when they get outside, honey, the pressure of their peers, it overrides your pressure. They feel like they have to give in to those peers more than realize or give into what the parent want. The pressure of the peers, the pressure of other children, teenagers, it overrides you, baby. I don't care how much you say to your child, how much your child hear what you're saying, and you know your child got this. That teenage pressure is crazy. I know because I've been there, done that. It's crazy. I never gave in to any type of pressure. But you got some kids that are vulnerable. You got some kids with low self-esteem these days, and they, if I don't do what everybody else doing, I won't be part of the clique. So it is so hard out here raising our children in today's society. Like I said, life is moving so fast. It's so fast. You never know where you're going to be when you wake up. You never know if you're going to walk back through that door. The only thing I can say is pick the time frame when it's time to talk to your child. And when your child do make that mistake, or if they do make a mistake, don't blame them. Don't be hard on them. Try to understand where they're coming from and think like they used to be a kid. So you got to remember that. When your children make these mistakes in life, you got to think on their level. First, you got to embrace them and let them know that you're still here for them. Talk about the mistake they made and why they made that choice. And if it's something that gives them a second chance in life, help them understand it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like with your baby getting pregnant, embrace it. Sit down, talk to her, let her know, things that she need to do. Let her know if you guys decide she's going to have this baby, let her know how her life is going to change. Let her know how different things she's not going to be able to do anymore. Let her know of her responsibility, but yet I'll be here for you. Let her know, but yeah, let her know. Let her know. We got to, because at the end of the day, we were once in their footsteps. We once had those decisions that they're making. We once was there. So we got to let them know that we understand, because sometimes they think, oh, we just putting these rules on them. We just saying what we got to say to them. And they forget we was once 16. We was once 12. I've been where you at. This is the decision I made, but her decision or his decision is not going to be your decision. Always need support of our children. Yes, a young adult. Always let them know we stand by them. Yeah, because they'll be afraid to talk to you if you don't let them know. You got to let them know. And the thing about it is that they have to make mistakes. Life isn't built on everybody doing the right thing all the time, because we can't. There's no perfect person in life. So what first thing is that you have to know, and you have to be willing to accept that that your children are going to make mistakes. No matter how much moral beliefs you put in them, how much right and wrongs conversations you had with them, they're going to make a mistake. It could be a little mistake, it could be a big mistake, but mistakes are there to be made. That we're human. It's going to happen. And it's your job as their caregiver, as their parent, as their safe haven, to not point fingers, but to talk to them, help them understand, the mistake, and let them know that you're not disappointed in them. Some people say, you can tell a child, I'm very disappointed. And you can say this too. You can let a child know, because we want to share our feelings. So I take back by saying that, don't say, tell them you're disappointed in them. Let them know, but also back it up by saying, I'm here for you. You know, ask them, was there any other choices you had at that moment? You know, just don't be like, I told you so, and this, that, and the other, because you don't want to make a person feel less than. Yes, it hurt, but love your child and your grandchild. Yeah, and you got to love on her. Let her know, you know what I'm saying? And let her know it's going to be hard. And I don't care. I've got, was that the Ron who talked about the baby? As much as you want to, don't give in. I don't know if this is your first grandchild. Let her feel her choice that she made, but all along supporting her. You know what I'm saying? Let her feel that choice that she made, but all along supporting her. I don't know if she's out of school or still in school. Have her back comes to that school. If you have a way that you be able to watch that baby while she go back to school and finish school, that's good. Support her in every way. But when it's time for her to say, I want to go to a party, I want to hang out with my friends, we taking that away. We're taking that away. I will support you as with this baby as long as you want me to watch this baby while you further your education. But when it's time to hang out with the friends, I'm taking that away because I'm gonna make you feel the responsibility that you now have. Parenting isn't easy, and your life choices, I'm going to show you your new responsibility, and you're going to have to adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's tough for love. If it is your first grandbaby, or and you're going to be like, oh, I'll watch her, I'll take him. No. Stand strong. If it's not impeding her education, whether that you can help her while she still go to school or finish school. But once school is over and she has to come home and she thinks she want to go outside and hang out with a friend, no, baby. You got a whole little person right here. Those days are over with. Those days are over with. You have to make them feel their responsibility. Let her know her life is changed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for you. Yeah. Hey, Crop Pot Queen. Hey, Miss Bridget. And it's tough and it hurts. And you can't be disappointed, but you can sit and explain to them about your disappointment. You can sit and explain to them that, yes, I did expect more. But at the end of the day, we all know no one is perfect. A person just need to know that you got their back and you know that you're there to support them. You know, the best place for a person to be is home when they know when you 30, 40, 15, 16, no matter, it's like a home. It's let them know their home is their safe haven. You know what I'm saying? When you're home, there's no sticks or stones thrown here. You know, it's nothing but support and love here. Let them know that home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying? And we can only show them by being supportive of them, by not throwing their mistakes up in their face. Because we didn't want that when we was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard being a single parent. I still don't know what the hell I did right to get the sons that I got. No, they're not perfect. But when I say to get the sons that I got, I mean not ever being, being locked up, going to jail, standing on street corners, trying to be illegal pharmaceuticals, taking another person's life. I don't know how I did that. I'm not nobody special. You know what I'm saying? I supported them. They were in football. We had football games. We went to family events together. I took them to the amusement parks and we grew up they grew up in Berry Farms if you're from the DMV area. Now you can imagine if you're from the DMV area, you know what type of trouble they could have got in. I wasn't always eye to eye with them. I worked. When I wasn't working night shift, I had time when I worked day shift. My mother was watching them. Hey, Taylor, they were home in the daytime, especially in the summertime when there's no school. It could have been a lot of stuff that could have been going wrong. I mean, my sons had told me all types of events that they walk away from. If from growing up in Berry Farms, I was like, I never suspected. They told me about a lot of stuff they walked away from. So, we got to trust our kids. We got to trust them. Let them make them decisions. And then when they come home, if they make a mistake, let's talk about their mistake, but be supportive. Make home their safe haven. She's doing okay. She's doing okay. I talked to her last week. She's doing okay. She talking about coming up here, I think in the summertime. But she's doing fine. Working and everything. But we got to. It's hard. It's hard. Like I said, I thank God all the time, about the sons I have, you know, that they never got. I never had to be that parent. I never had to be that parent. So I thank God all the time. Like I said, I didn't do nothing special. I didn't have full support of their dads. I was a single mother. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had full support. And then when then one, I got three baby daddies and six kids. It's just what it is. And when one and the one that was there, he had issues. He was a on again, off again, halfway in, halfway out. He had his own demons and issues that he was fighting. He couldn't be a good dad. He couldn't even be a good man to me. So how about I expect him to be a good dad to his kids or a good stepfather? So I think, we went through a lot. Yeah, God, love, and understanding is the key. Me and my sons went through a lot. And I thank God every day we came out on top with no issues. Huh? I'm alive. Well, so yeah. Yeah. I just think about that because we lived in the trenches in Southeast DC, honey. Yeah, but it's all good. But just the message is, just be there for your babies. Just be there. And yeah. Y'all be putting thoughts in people's heads, man. Y'all make me think about stuff I ain't think about in a long, long, long time. I ain't think about things I think about in a long time. Look, I know about Bird Farm. I couldn't even go into the community unless you live there. No, but when you take time with your children and love them, that's the important thing. And I think that's what it was, Blackbird. I think that's what it was because we did a lot of My family was very close. I have a close family. I grew up in a close knit family. We did activities in my family. And so I passed those activities on to my children because I was with my mom. We did a lot of backyard barbecues, a lot of parties. You miss the story times. We did a lot of parties. We did a lot of backyard barbecues. My children was part of what's the name of that? The Goodman, not the Goodman game, whatever that football league was that they had for young men in DC. My children was part of the football league. We went places. Music. I mean, I kept when I wasn't working. And on the weekends, if I had the funds, we did something. I used to get, first of all, I had kept season passes in the summertime. I kept season passes to Six Flags. And that was really a good outlet for them to get them up out the hood. You know what I'm saying? To get them out to go do things and stuff. I was trying to think of the football league they was in. I forgot that football league that's in D.C. for young men. I forgot the name. Park Warner. I think it was called Park Warner, and it may still be around. But those was the good old days. You know what I'm saying? With raising them, and like I said, now they got kids. But not all of them got kids. Only two. Dang, only two of them. Oh no, three of them got kids. Andrew, Michael, and Joshua. Yeah, Park Warner. That's what it was. So that's that there. Park Warner. I thought it was Park. Well, anyway, that's what they was in. Yeah. But it's scary. It's scary raising children. Even though there's books out here, it's still, you can read a book, but it's still a guessing game, y'all. It's a guessing game because you wonder if you're doing something. When they make these mistakes, you wonder, was it my fault? Did I do something wrong? Did I forget to teach them something? Did I forget to tell them something? But as a parent, we got to stop blaming ourselves for our children's mistakes, especially when you know you did the right thing, and especially when you know you had all the talks. And like I said, people not perfect, and everybody made mistakes. Just be there for them, stand by them. Excuse me, yeah, and let them know. And let them know. Thank you, Miss Dorothy Brown. Thank you so much. I thought maybe my sister was gonna go live this morning, but if she would have went live, she would. I was up. I know I was up, so I ain't gonna be at 7:30. So I was up this morning, but she ain't go live this morning. Somebody say, Miss Williams said to Ron, this could be the time to find out how she feels now that she's expecting. This could cause a lot of mental stress for her, knowing that she has to face her peers and people in general. Yeah. And that's what I said too. That's what I said. It's all about being there. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them and let her know how her life is going to change. Let her know how her life is going to change. You know what I'm saying? Because her life is going to change. Because she's no longer looking after her well-being. Now she have another person well-being to look after. Now every decision that she make from now on is going to be for the both of them. It's just not going to be whatever decision she made is now she got somebody that her decisions will affect. Just like your decision affected her when raising her, now every decision that she had is she got her decision that's going to affect someone. I say if you got a good rapport and a good relationship with your daughter, I think you guys going to be just fine. We talked about this once before. It's communication. As long as you have an open forum, you guys can communicate. And I'm not talking about yelling and cursing. I'm actually talking about talking. Because when you yelling and cursing at people, they don't hear you. Whatever point that you're trying to make, it's gonna go right past them because they only thing they're gonna hear is the anger. And I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about like people in general. When we're trying to get something across to people and they made a mistake, but the first thing we think, we get so angry that we start fussing, we start yelling, we use profanity. They're not gonna get what you're trying to sell. They're not gonna get it. It's gonna go right past them. And trust me, I've been there, I've done that. I've been there and done that and got mad at a situation with my sons. Instead of talking to them, I'm yelling at them. And it doesn't get anywhere. What it is that unfortunately you're making a situation that's already bad worse. Because at that point they're not feeling the support, they're not feeling the love. They only seeing that you're angry and that they messed up. That's all they seeing. My parent angry and I messed up. That's all they seeing. That's all they hearing. And I know you want to be like, but you got to hold it back. You got to reel it in. Let's talk. And that's not talk at them. Let's talk to them. It's a different way that we do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a different way. People understand when we're talking versus talking at them instead of talking to them. It's the projection, it's the tone of your voice, it's the way people perceive things. So it's the projection of your voice, it's the looks on your face. They could, I could tell you got to switch, switch, switch all that stuff up. You gotta switch all that up. But it's all good. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Being a single parent, being a parent with two parents, it's just you know what I'm saying? It's just that we don't know. We were making it up as we go along. But as long as you loving on each other, you supporting each other, you're gonna get through anything. You're made to get through anything. God and gave us tough skin. And every day you're woke and every day you open your eyes, he got a set plan and a reason. Yeah. So it's gonna be good. And then keep your faith in God. He gonna make sure y'all get through this. Anybody who's going through anything, he will make sure you get through this. And that's why I like our check-ins, y'all. I'm loving our check-ins. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Yeah, support her mental state as much as possible. This could be challenging for her to maintain sense of a sense of dignity. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what we do. We talk about mental health all the time. And that's why I said you got to communicate. Keep the lines of communication open. help her through it, but also talk about the new responsibility and talk about the change of life she's going to go through. Because she is going to go through a change of life, but also be there mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because that's so important, especially when you're pregnant. You want to have a healthy baby. I mean, 'cause the deed is done, the baby is coming, so you want her to be healthy. You want the baby to be healthy. So most definitely, nothing but support. You got this. You got this. I know you can do it. You got this. Yeah, but it was tough raising boys. It was tough raising boys. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's over. Now I got my grandchildren that I could give back at any given time. I get them when I want them. I give them back. Yeah, that's the part. Man, that's the best part of being a grandparent. And you gonna love it. And once you adjust to the situation, man, being a grandparent is so awesome. It gets sprung upon you before you ready. But yeah, it's a wonderful feeling. It's a different type of love. Yes, you are so welcome. Thank you, T. This made me feel way better. I love my baby and I will love the little bundle of joy. Yes. Yes, that's all you got to do. Support and understanding. Like I said, we're not perfect. And we all, what if I want to be a grandparent but not a parent? Hey, this is what you do. You got siblings? Build a bond or relationship with your siblings, nieces, your nephews. It's somebody out there that always need an extra love. You know what I'm saying? Need extra support. If you got any siblings and they got some kids, don't put that pressure on you, Taylor, because when it happens, it's gonna happen. When it's happening, it's gonna happen. And everybody, I know people that don't have kids. I know people that don't have kids, and they love up on their nieces and nephews. So you still have that maternal instinct in you that you get a niece, get a nephew, get a little cousin. You know what I'm saying? A friend's child, somebody that's close to you, because people always need that extra help. They always need that extra support. And so you can still love up on somebody and care on someone. You can become aunt, the best auntie ever to a loved one, a best cousin ever to a little cousin. I'm quite sure your family got some little people in there that may need some extra guidance. You know, you got this. It's love to be given. It's so much love to be given, and there's so many kids out here who parents need an extra hand. Somebody that you know that you're close to, like a family member or something. And when the time comes, and if you do decide to have a kid, have your kid. I've seen people in their 50s have children. Yes, Susie Q. Wait a minute, what she say? She said, I'm already the rich auntie Taylor. Wow. But I kind of want a little of my own, but don't. But I do. But I don't rather be able to sleep and travel. Those are sacrifices, Taylor. Yes, that's why I'm on this live late. I went to bed about 7:30 and I woke up at 1. I woke up, but there was time I woke up. I think at 12:30 I woke up or something like that. See, and tell us those are sacrifices that you have to make. That's the part that I'm talking about. When you do become a parent, or like you said, a grandparent or whatever, like you said, you want to travel and you want to be able to get some sleep, you lose a lot of that, baby. Those are small sacrifices that I'm talking about. That if you decide to go this route, those are the changes that are gonna take place in your life. But at the end of the day, it don't have to, because if you're financially stable. And once that child gets to a certain age, that could be your travel buddy. You could show your child different things. One thing what I say as a lot of us, and unfortunately, and I'm part of that. I'm part of that too. Is that, and I'm gonna say this too. I never. I'm not gonna put a color on this. I don't want to put a color on this because this could be for anybody. This could be for anybody because I wish I had had the means to have had the ability to travel with my kids. I wish I had the means to have the ability to travel with my kids, to let them explore different places and do different things, to see different types of culture and things like that. So having a traveling, to have a kid and travel with your children would be so amazing. So at the end of the day, you really wouldn't have to give that up. You have to probably wait till they get to a certain age, and then once they hit a certain age, when you're able to handle them and bags, and it's just y'all two, man, that could be a beautiful thing. That's why sometimes I envy a lot of these people who gave up their apartments and gave up their homes, and they living in these buses. They converting school buses. They converting charter buses, and they converting vans and stuff. And they got their kids, and they're on the road, and they homeschooling, and they teaching their children a different way of living life. They're teaching their kids a different way of living life. That you don't have to be that you don't have to be confined just to one area. That you're gonna watch my kids, Uncle Deron. Yeah. And I love that. And when I look at these van lights and all that stuff, and they be having their kids with them, man, they teaching their kids that there's no obstacles that they can stand in your way. They teaching their kids that there are so many possibilities in life, and to take them on a road with them, that is so amazing. Hey, Miss Harris, letting us see the different states and going to the different museums in the states and getting a different outlook on things. Well, each household is different, Deron Miller. I think when you meet with the person that you say you're gonna spend your life with, that's a conversation that you need to have. See, and that's why I talk about communication, because I don't put down nobody's lifestyle or what they do in their home. What works for you works for you. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, I was in a fantasy land. Growing up as a child, as a young 8, 9 year old young little girl, and looking at TV, white American TV on television, I had those dreams of being a housewife and having children, and my husband go to work. That's what I got put into my head, but that wasn't my reality. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody household works different for them. I don't pass judgment on anybody, on nobody, because you could wish that I wish that was me. I could stay at home, raise the kids while my husband work, this, that, and the other. So if it works for you, it works for you. If it makes your household the type of household that you want, I said praise to it. So yeah, it's about communication, you and your spouse, on how things gonna work. Wait a minute. Who is this? Just Chris overseas. I'm sorry, but I left you a message. Beyond wants to know if you want to be in the challenge. Mm, we'll tell her you're live. Okay, remember we talked about the challenge? Are you talking about the $15 one? Is that the one? I think is that the one we talk about, Miss Christie? Because if it's the $15 challenge, yeah, I would love to be in it. Yeah, so yeah, you can tell her I'm live, so we could, or either did I talk to you on telephone? I could call you too after the live. If that's the live, you talking about the cooking challenge? Yeah, I would love to be in it. So let me know if that's the one we're talking about, or if there's another one, or if this the same person, maybe a different person. I know we're talking about two different young ladies. Yeah, this. So y'all, basically, what just Chrissy was saying is that to Haynes Point for cookouts, car beaches. Yes, that's what we did too, Bird. Okay, just Christy. I'll call you when I get finished. I gotta remember your number. I see. I'll call you. Shoot me another email. I'll call you when we get finished this, and I can see which challenge you're talking about. Because you know I was interested in the one that you was telling me about. Oh, now that's something different. Okay, you said, Miss T, I'm talking about making the wife stay home for insecurity reasons. T, my brother does that, does this. That's a form of abuse. Oh, she lied too. Okay. I've been in domestic violence relationship, and domestic violence is all types of forms. All types of forms. That's a form to me, in my opinion. That's a form of domestic violence. That's someone who wants to be controlling in the relationship, and that's not cool. Yes, well, Susie Q said that's domestic violence of its most. I mean, someone who wants to control you, someone who doesn't allow you to grow, someone who want to hold you back because of their insecurities. You know what I'm saying? If she had talked out that she don't want to be home and she don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, she want to make her own money. That's control issues, yes, and that's a form of domestic violence. I mean, it don't always have to be where someone's putting their hand on you. And you know, this right here is mental. The domestic violence is also mental. It's verbal, it's mental, it's physical. And no matter which way it comes, it affects you. It affects your household. And I'm never down for any type of domestic violence. I've been there, done that, and will be single forever if I have to repeat that. And I have declared I will never repeat what I was in before. I'm not cooking Sunday. I was here thinking about I want some turkey wings. Who said me and Pat? Where y'all at? Miss C, you cooking Sunday? If so, can me and Pat come through and get a plate? Yep, Blackbird is all bad. And then when if you have a good relationship with your brother, maybe you could speak on it to him, or you just want to stay out of it, because it's hard. Because at the end of the day, people don't listen to family. People gonna do what they want to do, but just to let you know what your brother doing, it is not cool. For if they got children, he could be controlling with the kids, controlling with her. You know what I'm saying? His insecurities. They say I had turkey last Sunday. I want some turkey wings. I've been wanting some turkey wings for a minute. Say it said I told him to let her be free and allow her to work. He's headstrong about it and don't want to. He said, but LaRon said, it's sad. I told him to let her be free and allow her to work. He's headstrong about it and don't want to allow his wife to be seen with no other man. Oh, he got issues, baby. Hey Jay. Oh, I don't like the fried turkeys. I like it baked. I don't get down with the fried turkey. That means that he have issues, and until he work out his own issues, she's not going to be able to do anything she want to do until she wake up and take a stand, and then she recognize her value. She had to recognize her worth. That's what it took for me. It took for me to understand and recognize my worth. It took for me to understand that I need much more. Until she stand up and understand he's not the end all, that do all. And so she's gonna have to, and I hate to say this, and it sounds so harsh, she's gonna have to stand up and get a backbone. She got to be her own advocate. She gonna have to fight for herself. Susan said she's a grown ass woman. But Susan Q, when you're in a domestic violence relationship, you don't feel that way. You feel torn down, beaten, emotionally drained, and don't think that and think that you're the only person that's going through it. I understand. You could be as grown, but when you in that relationship, you don't feel grown. You don't feel grown at all. She got to gain some confidence in herself. Slip her a 1-800 number. You feel embarrassed, you feel ashamed. Slip her. You her brother-in-law. Let her know that you care and that you see what's going on. Let her know, have a private conversation with her if you can. Let her know that, you know, I say, I understand. Yeah, it's hard, girl. It's hard. Let her know me though that's your brother. You don't like it. Somebody have to show her that they got her back. Whatever she decide to do. Because at the end of the day, she may have to leave him. She may gotta leave him. Slip her debt. I don't know what state they live in, but slip her. Look up a 1-800 on a domestic violence number. Give her a number. She may need somebody to talk to. She may need an advocate. You know what I'm saying? She may need she. Well, it don't make sounds like she need an advocate. It sounds like she needs somebody to talk to. It sounds like she needs to feel that she's not alone in this. Until she determined that she deserves so much more, she's not going to stand up on her own 2 feet. Ah, he getting a little too grown with his britches. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do a Jada Pickett Smith on me, Mr. Miller. He said me and her had an entanglement back in the day, so we don't speak much. Oh Lordy, Lord, Lord, Lord. Wow. What's going on, Miss Scott? See, I like y'all have different y'all be doing y'all sidebar conversation. Mm, I don't even know what to say about that one. So y'all don't talk too much. Do you know somebody that talks to her, that has a good relationship with her? Had them go in. Look, Taylor said popcorn movie time. Oh man. But seriously, if you're really trying to be there to her, be there for her, have someone that you know, someone of a mutual ground, someone that you know to talk to her. Like I said, had them give her a number, a 1-800 number. Find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody. Because I just said, do she got an email? Tell her crazy. I know, right? If she got an email, email her. I don't know how controlling her husband is. You know, do he open up the mail? Do she get the mail? Write her a letter. Do she got an email? Email her, let her know, how you feel about, what's going on, and you deserve so much better, and give her a number to reach out. Give her a number to reach out and let her know that it's strictly, this is strictly coming from the heart. Then let her know that, is nothing else that's involved in it. You're not trying to start no relationship. You're not trying to do no crazy stuff. I'm just truly concerned about you. I'm truly concerned about you. Now, do your brother know about this entanglement? That's what I want to know. Hey, hey Eli? Been a minute. I ain't seen your name in a long time. Ooh, that's a whole different story right now. Entanglement with the sister-in-law. Was it before they got together and she decided to go with the brother? Or was while they was together and y'all did something on the side and he never found out about it? I'm telling you. Look, somebody said that what I was thinking. I was thinking too. I ain't trying to be nosy. You put it out there. But that's what I was just trying to figure out. Did y'all have a lusty affair and the brother don't know about it? Or was this before they got together and y'all knew each other first? Or what? But let her know that you care and it's nothing funny. You truly care. Somebody said, sounds like a movie to me. What's up, Queen Lo? Speaking of it, sounds like a movie to me. They said, who the hell I married? Y'all, I keep trying. I can't do it. I keep trying. It's too long. So I can't even talk about that whole situation. Who the F I married or something. Miss Risa Tisa. Everybody keep want me to do it and let's talk about it. Uh, it's just too long. I can't do it. I tried it 2 times. I tried it on the YouTube spectrum, and I must admit, I was tired and sleepy when I looked at it, and I fell asleep. It's over 4 hours long, and I fell asleep on it. Woke up, it was still on. And then I tried it this morning. I cut it on TikTok. She has a playlist that take you from the introduction on to 50. Man, I fell asleep on it. It is, for some reason, I don't know how it's grabbing the attention of everybody. Oh, my brother don't know. We just keep it a secret. But if he find out, I don't know what may happen. Oh, honey, you need to. So basically, what you're just telling us is that you had an affair with your brother's wife. And I'm no judgment over here. I don't know y'all business. I don't know anything. But if you truly care about her and you know what type of man your brother is, I will make it a point where there's someone who else knows her to let her know that she's not alone, to let her know that she deserves more, and give her a 1-800 number to call. Yes, I'm done. Yeah, was it before they got together or it was while they were together? Now, if this was before they got together, I kind of could understand if it was before because everybody have a past. But as a woman myself, if I was with you before I was with him, I would never go with a brother. That's just my personal opinion. That's something that I wouldn't do as a woman. I wouldn't be able to do that. Me and you had a relationship. Wait a minute. He said, my nephew is 21. We messed around 1 year before he was born, and then we had another entanglement 4 years ago. Oh, y'all messy. At this point, I think you're trolling. She was with my brother, but we had always close until she decided to break it off. Um, Either you up there writing a book or you a troll. Like somebody, because they will throw you out to the wolves quick when things don't sound right. We gonna throw you out to the wolves quick if things don't sound right, because this is about to be messy. It sounds a little messy to me, but not impossible. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what goes on in people's lives. We don't know the decisions and things that people do. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Said I'm dead serious. I just need some advice because I feel bad. I think of all the dirty laundry is eating me up because I feel bad for her. Because you feel bad because of her situation. I mean, if you truly feel bad for her and you truly don't have any feelings for her, it wouldn't hurt to reach out and let her know. And let her know there's no funny business. I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to do that. But you really need to think about your circumstances. And like I said, and if you can't do it, you know someone else that knows her, put a bug in their ear as far as like you feel it's like, She's going through a whole lot. She needs somebody to talk to. Um, she's not in a good relationship right now. Well, that's all the advice I could give you right now. Is that if you don't want to reach out to her. Somebody say, "Are you sure your brother don't know?" If you don't want to reach out to her, the best thing that you can do is find a mutual friend that both you guys know, and you can say, "Hey, you remember so and so? Are y'all still connected?" If they say yes, so what do you think about what's going? Her not working. I mean, just let them know what you see as a brother-in-law. You ain't got them get them in all their business and all that. Just let them know what you see as a brother-in-law, and ask and wonder if you think maybe you could talk to her and let her know. And that's the whole thing is that do she want to work? If you haven't talked to her, how do you know that she's not comfortable? How do you know that she's okay with being home? She may be okay with being home and not going out working. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. But if it's a different situation, just have someone reach out to her. A mutual friend. That's all you could do. Okay, guys. So we was talking about. Well, then just leave it alone. Then, if it get messy, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone and hope that she figure it out. If you don't want it to get messy and you can't reach out to a mutual friend, they have them do a check in on her. They have a conversation with her. There's nothing else you can do. That's out of your hands. Then you got to leave the situation alone. If you're not trying to stir up no mess, you can't find a mutual friend that has that's just leave it alone and send prayers. That's all you have to do. That's all you can do at this point. But yeah, that Risa Tisa thing, y'all, I can't get into it. So I can't speak on it. Cause I always fall asleep on it. And the thing about it is that I didn't look at movies that's 3 hours but for some reason the whole world is captivated and I can't even get into it. I don't know if I'm missing something, if it's not appealing to me, because I love a good story and a good movie. So I was telling my cousin, I wait till it become a movie, then I watch it. And that's how I did I Married Messages that messy. So basically she married the liar and she just keep believing his lies and ignoring all the red flag. That ain't good. I talked about that before. A lot of people get in a lot of relationship because they ignore the red flags. You welcome, Mr. Miller. They ignore the red flags. Stuff is shown before you get the ring on the finger. But we choose to believe that if we get married or sign this paper, things is going to change. Because at the end of the day, if they treating you one way before the marriage, it's gonna get worse. Because now he feel like he owns you. Now he feel like he owns you at this point. Honey, when a duck quacks, it's a duck. Okay? If it walk like a duck, it talk like a duck, it's a dog. And if you see all these red flags before you get married, go somewhere and run. With your tail between your legs, get out that relationship, go. Because I am learning at this point in this stage of my life is that if they show you who they are, that's who they are. It ain't no I'm gonna marry him and things gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no I could fix him. Oh, when we get married, it's gonna get better. No, honey. It may seem like it's gonna get better, but it's not. The things that he was saying, and then he had nothing to do with Cobbler. He was just a big lie. Mm. Yeah, when they show who you are, but believe, believe who they are, y'all. Believe it. So that you got, and right now, the way we talk about domestic violence and relationships and people. killing people in relationships and all that stuff. If you got red flags before you go into this relationship, cut it off. Cut it off. And I know it's easier said than done. Like I said, I've been there. But see, I didn't have any red flags. I didn't. When I was 19, I was 20, he was 18, and I was young, and I didn't have any red flags. But if I had known, if I know what I have, if I have known, if I had, what I said, if I had known what I knew then, I would have. But I didn't see none of that. I didn't see none of that as a young 20-year-old. I didn't see none of that stuff. But these days, people just show you straight up. Ain't no changing people. And you could change people. No, there's no changing people. People only going to change if they want to change. They got to learn to fight their own demons. First of all, they got to learn to love themselves. She ignored all the red flags and let him move in with her much too quickly. Now I did hear that part because they met during the break. They met and then the pandemic happened, and she let him move in with her during the pandemic. Who moved a stranger in with? Look, to each his own. People make mistakes, and sometimes people be lonely. I don't know, but she moved this man in with her after they went on a couple of dates. And the pandemic happened because I did pay attention to I think the first three. She talked about that, and I was like, "How you move a stranger in with you during quarantine of the pandemic? That was crazy." If anything, we would have got to know each other better through computers, through telephones. Would have been boo loving on the phone. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. I think, like she said, she sounded very educated. You know, she said she went to college to be a psychiatrist or something, and she didn't finish it. Yeah, when you're young, you don't see it. So I don't know. We would have been. I most definitely with my personality. I most definitely wouldn't. A stranger wouldn't have entered my home and been quarantined. We was quarantined like 3 to 4 months with that pandemic, that quarantine. That was a whole lot. That had been a whole lot of time, phone time on the phone, getting to know a person, getting to know a person. But she went through what she went through. That's what I said too, Susie Q. I couldn't do it. I couldn't listen to her talk. It was something about her. It was something. Thank you for saying it, because it was something about her voice that I just couldn't. But kudos to her. She went through it. She survived it, and now she got a story to tell. People said, like I always tell you, things get set up for a reason. God got plans for all of us. And now she living, because my cousin told me a story that I was like, wow, she is really living her life through this. Because my cousin said, and one of my cousins tell me that in her story, she talk about wanting a BMW, or a certain BMW that she always wanted, that he promised that he was going to get her, and that he didn't get it. And my cousin said that she talked about that BMW in her story, that the BMW people went out to buy it. And the BMW was selling out. You couldn't get nowhere. And so the BMW people, it was Mercedes or BMW. Don't quote me on which one it is. They contact her, and they giving her a free car because she advertised them, and they cars start selling out. I said, God damn, people are influenced. How influenced are people when just off her story and her words alone, you go run out and buy a brand new BMW because that's the one that she wanted. Is it a BMW or Mercedes, guys? People who seen the story, y'all know which one it is. It was a BMW. And my cousin said, this chick getting a free BMW, the one that she run for the BMW company, because they cars sold out off of her story. I'm like, well, shit. I want a house. Can I tell my story and get a house? I was promised house. I was promised financial stability. I was lied to. Okay. want? Who else got a story? What you want? That is so funny. You need some BMW money, right? I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But kudos to her. Kudos to her. She, can't take nothing from her story. She went through it. She survived it. You know. Yes, Kern. Yes. And I just can't listen to it. I get all the information from everybody else who watched it, and all the little what's some things called, the reaction channels, and other people who watch it. I get it from them because it was just too much. I can't get through it. But kudos to her. Everybody got a niche in life. And I don't even think she even intended for it to be as viral. I don't think she even set her mind to it to be this way. I think she had a story to tell to warn other people on her. I'm gonna say her mistakes that she made in this relationship, in this marriage. Just like I tell my stories, and I talk about the mental health, and I talk about this, I talk about that. I share myself because you want to warn people. You want people to be able to look out for stuff, and you want people to know that they're not alone in these journeys and these situations, to help them feel better. So I don't even think she purposely set out for it to be the way it is. I think she set out with a purpose to tell her story so that other people could recognize red flags and don't go through what she went through. But at the end of the day, people saw it, and curiosity, and it just went from there. You never know when you say something how far it's going to go. You never know how far it's going to go. So she may have taught a lot of people a lot of things what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a water. Everybody gone? What time is it? She taught a lot of people a lot of things about, if you see a red flag, run. So yeah. It's just her luck. Things, it just went the way it was. Mm. People don't like to, let people know they're not alone in this world. Hey, living life with United. Jackson, bring me a water, babe. See if it ain't one in the freezer, put me a water in the freezer. Yep, y'all. So I'm about to be up out of here. Thank you guys so much for this conversation. Thank you guys for always tuning in. And like I said, I'm going live every day. I'm going live every day. So when y'all know, if I haven't come live before 12 o'clock, y'all know my sleeping got something to do with it. But no, she's gonna be here because I'm coming live every day. Even if I decide I end up doing something and I put a vlog up, I'm still gonna go live every day. Everybody gone? Oh, okay. I'm still gonna go live every day, huh? Oh, give me one. Ask anybody who watered they are. If there ain't nobody waters, give me one. Because I know I drank the two already that I had in the freezer. I drank those during the night. Yeah, who's who waters in the freezer? Oh, those Joshua's. Don't touch them. Well, put me one in the freezer. Child, we got waters over by the front door. Yes, we do. It's two things of water over by the front door. It's one in between the boxes with that coat laying on top of it. Then it's one on the opposite side. There's two cases of water, a 40 pack and a 24 pack. Out there in the living room area, on by the front door. Well, if the 40 pack gone, there's a 24 pack right there between the boxes. It is water out there. Don't tell me, I know what's out there. It's a 24 pack in between the boxes. Those are two 40 packs. Let me go find me some water, because I can't live life without water. Don't tell me I ain't got no water. Because I'm telling you, I do not drink nobody's sink water. I do not drink nobody faucet water. No. I know. I was thinking about that TikTok on West Coast Cali. I was trying to think of a dance to do. I was trying to think of. Well, I found the song on there. First of all, yesterday I had to find out whether or not the song was on there because every song, some songs are copyrighted, so every song's gonna be on a platform to use. So I did find out the song was on there. So the song is on there. It's a 1 minute snippet of the song. Put it in the freezer. That's did you find the water? Okay. Put me two in there. So yes, it's good. Yeah, I can't drink no. I would go thirsty, and I have gone thirsty until I get water delivered. I will not drink. I cannot drink nobody's sink water. I cannot drink no faucet water. I just don't do it. So I will go thirsty until I get me some more water. But Jackson found a case of water. So I knew I had a case of water. But in the day I ain't got but one case. That means I need to do a Walmart haul. Cause Walmart I get my water and they get 40 for $5.87. I get 40 bottles of water. I be buying that thing 3 cases at a time. So I'm down. But it's crazy. Water goes so fast. I make my son's friends pay for my water. And when their friends was coming over, I say they had one free water. Out of that, they got to give me 50 cents a bottle. Because water's not free. Unless they want to take a cup and they get it out the faucet. But you're not going to sit here. Because they used to, I'm going to tell you, they used to sit in here and they used to drink bottle after bottle after bottle after bottle. Every time they was coming up from the basement, their friends coming up for water. I'm like, damn, they ain't just coming up for water like an hour ago? Come back up for another water. They grabbing two. Miss T, where the water at? Oh, the water over there. And I got tired of that. I'm like, no. They can have one free water. After that, they got to pay me for my water. If they want another one, they got to pay 50 cents. They got a job right there. You grab water, you give me 50 cents. Bump that. Keep drinking my water. I like water. And it took me a long time to like water. I never liked water. It took me until I get to a good prime year, like 36 or something before I started liking water. I didn't like water. Water was my arch enemy. I thought that they gonna think what's gonna kill me if I drink some water. So now that I love it and been drinking it like a regiment for all these years now, I can't go without it. So you gotta pay me for it. And my son's and my son told my mom said, only one water. That's right. $1 a bottle. I try to give them a break because I'm not a store. I get them 50 cents. Get 50 cents, you get a bottle of water. One free one. Every water after that, 50 cents. Because, hey, that's how I was rolling. But, y'all, I'm about to get out of here because my Jackson wants something to eat. I want something to eat. I got a video to make. And, yeah, so I'm up. I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. What? Water is all I drink besides my wine. I know that's Susie Q. Susie Q. Have you tried this wine by Sutter Homes? It's called Orange Blossom. Or I got my delivery from Deer Park. I know that's right. It's this wine. It's called Orange Blossom. It's a real deep reddish orange. Man, that wine is so good. That wine is so good. I haven't had none in a minute. I had that at my sister's house. And then Juliet went and bought it. And I haven't bought it. The new season of BMF is coming on tomorrow night. I don't look at BMF, but you need to try it. It tastes so good. And I believe it's by Sutter Homes. And it's called Orange Blossom or something. Yes, oh, but you had it's by Southern girl. That thing is good. I gotta give me a bottle. That was a good wine. I want to give me a bottle. Try that Susie Q. Since you like wine, that wine is so good. Yeah, Orange Blossom is really good. It comes and it's cold. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm out. I'm going to get some breakfast in me. I don't even know what I'm going to cook yet, but it's going to be something real quick. All right, love you guys. See ya. Oh, and don't forget, if you want my flour, I got 3 bags left. Before it's time for me to make the 3 bags for this week. I got 3 bags of flour left before it's time for me to make my 10 bags for next week. The weekend is coming around the corner. I'll be making 10 more bags for next week. Excuse me. Remember, guys, I'm only doing 10 bags a week. I decided only doing 10. I'm not doing 15, not doing 12. I'm only doing 10 bags a week based off the way the sales went this week. I'm only doing 10 bags a week. There's 3 bags of flour left, and there's how many is it? It's 5 bags of Grandma Jockey sweet potato pie mix left. Hit me up at seasonflour12@gmail.com for the pie mix and that. And the video that's coming up is a hack. It's a hack on how to turn your sugar cookie dough using Grandma Jockey sweet potato pie mix into a snickerdoodle. So if you love a snickerdoodle, but you don't know how to make a snickerdoodle, thanks to one of my Soul Squad members out there experimenting with my sweet potato pie mix, I'm going to show you in this video today how to turn your average sugar dough using Grandma Jockey sweet potato pie mix into a snickerdoodle. It's going to be a hack. Should I send you another message? Yes, Miss Bird. Send me a message, Miss Bird. And just Christy, I'm about to call you. Give me about 10 minutes to talk about the challenge that you were saying. So yeah, so that's what that is out there. I love you guys. Thank you. We have it pinned up. Yeah, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for all the support and everything, everybody. So you guys have a great and safe Thursday. I love you so much, and I am out.